All right, we're live. Hey everybody, welcome. It's request. We're out of character. I'm already coughing. Oh man. I'm joined.
Indeed.
We're going to talk
I
about
better
some
done
stuff.
get dressed.
We have some announcements. We've got to talk about some stuff, some changes coming down the pipe. I'm joined by Ark, Weebo's here, Rat, and Thorn. Who plays Fiza. So.
Hello.
Yeah. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. We've got some announcements. I'd like to go ahead and get the major announcement out of the way first, so that if there's somebody who doesn't want to watch this whole show later, can just get this part at the beginning. Okay. The big major announcement that affects the fans is that now that the main channel, my Magog and Morskar channel, has been rebranded to Wicked Guild. Okay? And there's going to be all kinds of new content and stuff. And we're going to be going in a different direction. I'm going to be focusing more on comedy and entertainment. That being said, we also have to consolidate having two channels, having different analytics, having different algorithm, placements and stuff is messing with me. So Sidequest is getting a reboot. All right? And Sidequest will now be moved to the main channel, Wicked Guild. So if you want to support Sidequest, if you want to become a member so you can take advantage of the Sidequest after shows that we're going to be doing and things like that, cancel your membership here on this channel and go, it's the same price. It's moved over to Wicked Guild, okay? Everybody? That's the big one that affects the fans. You got to cancel the membership here and go over there. Okay? This channel is going to become an archive channel for the time being, where you can still have access to all the old Sidequest episodes if you want it. The name will change after this stream. I'm going to add the word archive to it, and we're going to shut off monetization for those who just want to watch some of the older episodes for a while. But all new Sidequest will be under the new brand, Wicked Guild. It's called Wicked Guild because we're all the villains. Like we're not the heroes of the story. We're the villains. We're the wicked.
Quick question, chat. Did any of you think that our characters were good guys? Did anyone think that? I don't know. I'm sure someone did. I want you to reveal yourself so I can laugh at you.
Haha.
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah.
Damn it, Rat.
There's other stuff to talk about, but that's the major announcement that I want to get out of the way first and foremost for anybody who watches after this goes up. Like, not everybody can catch it live. I want to make sure everybody understands. If you want to continue to support Sidequest, go to Wicked Guild. Okay? Now, there's two different membership options. There's Magogonite. If you just want to support Magog, that's available too. But if you want the money to be split amongst the whole Sidequest crew, there's a Sidequester membership, and you'll have access to the Sidequest after shows and stuff like that. Okay? That is literally what's happening. Okay? You can watch my announcement video on the Wicked Guild, the main channel, for more information on why all this is happening. I thought I covered it pretty well, but there's a certain there's a certain reason. There are multiple reasons why I'm doing all this whole rebrand and restructuring and re-evaluating our content and where we want to go and actually what we want to do. So, anyway, that's the big major announcement. I feel like I've summed it up. All right? Yes? Good?
Good.
Anybody got anything you guys want to say?
Nope.
I can't help it. I have a question. Why is it called a reboot? Seriously? Why? Is there? It's just. I don't know. I would think. I don't know. It's just.
Why do you reboot a computer?
Yeah.
Personally, I think this is Arcturus' fault somehow.
Word entomology.
I just
Well, because when you start something, you're booting it. If you reboot it, you're starting it over again.
But that's the thing. It's like it's a computer term to me, and I'm like,
Yeah, I can't answer that. Anyway, Constance is asking. So we just have 2 memberships as of right now. You can't have both. If you buy the Magagonite one, you can't have Sidequest as well. Like, you have to pick one or the other. Like, do you want to just support Magog, or do you want to support all of Sidequest? Up to you. You get all if you get the Sidequest membership, you get all the benefits from supporting Magog too, because it's all on one channel. Okay, so that's just like the way it is. Like, I don't think we're gonna do any more tiers, like more expensive tiers. Right now, we'll see what the future brings, but as of right now, those are your 2 membership choices. I just don't want you guys to keep paying this channel, okay? Because there's not going to be Sidequest on this channel anymore. This is going to be an archive channel for a while, until everybody's done with it. So, I guess the next thing we should talk about is Sidequest is getting a reboot. And so Sidequest is starting over on Wicked Guild as Season 1. And I know that's going to confuse some people. There's going to be some changes to Sidequest that might even upset some of the fans. But please understand, we're just trying to go in a new direction. We're trying to streamline. We're trying to kind of reinvent ourselves. We're going to try focusing more on our comedy and our performances, and less about the gimmicks and the craziness that kind of bogs and bloats the show right now. Like, it's become too far out of our control now with all the different attacks and all that stuff. So we're going to focus more on a format that is akin to the original Sidequest way back in the day, if anybody remembers that. We're going to kind of stick with a simpler format. Back when I first started Sidequest, it was like we had some health bars, but we lost health if the co-hosts made us laugh. We died. But we had like a special attack and a simple attack. That's all we had. We didn't have all these crazy things. It's turned into like this bloated video game, and we can't seem to keep up with it. We get super chats in, and we got to activate things, and we're really put on the spot, and it breaks our flow. And we can't really have like a drunken banter with each other and bring you guys some real enjoyment, because we're constantly having to stop and attack each other or activate these little things. We're going to keep special attack. We're going to keep.
But like making my vow not to drink again. That's not happening again. Figurative, just drunken banter. I learned my lesson.
But yeah, thank you for that promise. We're going to keep special attacks, because I know people love having their favorite character on screen for like alone for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, everybody loves that. But other than that, all the other attacks are going to go. The health bars are staying, but we'll only die if we make each other laugh. Like, we're going to try to actually bring you guys a fun show, but we can't be having people buy our deaths anymore. Okay? It's just too interruptive, and we can't really do anything with it anymore. Okay? I hope our fans understand. I know it's a big change, because you guys have gotten so used to having all these little things you can purchase and buy and throw at us. And you can still support us if you want. Join the conversation if you have something to say about what we're talking about and joking about, and the stories we're telling, or whatever we're doing. You can do that and continue to support the show. You just won't have attacks to buy anymore. It's just getting too convoluted. The rules are going crazy. They're like, the description on Sidequest has like rules this long. You know? It's like, and then it's getting way too hard for me to control. And I feel like the quality of the show has suffered because of it. All right? We're going to try some new things.
I'm having trouble remembering what all of the different attacks do.
Oh, thank God! I thought it was just me.
Like,
no, it was me too.
I remember the paranoid pendant. That's about the only thing, because I'm like, well, I just have to be myself. So, you know, so
Right.
that's the only one that really stuck with me. The rest of them, I'm like, what am I supposed to do again? And I have to go look at the rules all the time. So then I have to read, and then I'm thinking about that instead of trying to think of something funny. it just kind of, like for me, it really throws me off.
Yeah, a part of this decision comes from working with the cast and talking with all the other members of Sidequest, including Lyra and Alistaria, aka Spooky, and Michelle. They can't be here today because they're still at the convention or whatever they went to this weekend. Yeah, the WeebCon. But talking with everybody, I started to get kind of the same responses from you guys. That it was like, man, we were on a roll, and then all of a sudden we had to stop to do this, like these attacks. Because if we didn't do them, they would have got buried, and we would have forgot about them, or we would have done them too late, and then they wouldn't have.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have
fucked up the flow.
And it fucks the flow up, and it's like it's kind of holding us back from being like entertaining and fun, Yeah. And so I've made that decision. You'll have access to all the emojis and everything that you have now as a member over there. I've uploaded all the little Sidequest emojis and shit. But you're just gonna have to move your membership is all. I'm pretty sure if I turn off monetization on the channel, it will automatically cancel memberships for everybody. I'll make sure to do that. But I am letting you all know this is happening so that you can choose to go ahead and do it now if you want. Okay? But yeah, everything is consolidating back onto Wicked Guild. And that's going to be the new brand moving forward. I wanted a name that wasn't so hard to spell. I know to the fans, Magog-Morskar easy because you guys are used to seeing my name. But when I'm out in public and I like run into somebody and strike up a conversation and YouTube comes up and I'm like, yeah, I do a YouTube channel. And they go, oh, you do YouTube? What's your channel name? Magog-Morskar. They look at me like a deer in the headlights. Like, how do you even fucking spell that? Yeah. So I really love Wicked Guild because one, people can fucking spell it, right?
Right.
And two, it encompasses what I'm trying to do. We are a guild of wicked characters,
Also would note that, strictly speaking, while Sidequest is a really fun, great name, and still continue basically as Sidequest on Wicked Guild, there are 30 million Sidequest channels on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. There's 3 that come up before. I just looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be Sidequest, but it's going to be Wicked Guild Sidequest. Because there's like a ton of Sidequests. I didn't know that when I created Sidequest way back in the day. In fact, some of those channels that exist now might not have existed back when I created Sidequest. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to understand, the Sidequest wasn't on the Sidequest channel. It was on the Magog-Morskar live streams channel. Mm-hmm. Which is even harder to spell. It's even
you
longer.
just made it so difficult for yourself, didn't you?
I did. I love the name of the character, but from the beginning, had I been thinking about long-term like branding and marketing and stuff, I should have had the character under an easier to remember brand. It's kind of like, you go to like a network television or you go watch a movie by Warner Brothers and they have all kinds of different things, but they're all under one. That's what I'm trying to think of now. It's a little simpler to remember and it's funner and it encompasses what we're trying to do. It's still very high fantasy, dark comedy,
Right.
And and the new symbol I created and everything is a little bit abstract because I just want it to be like something cool and recognizable. I was having trouble really nailing down like a specific icon for the idea of Wicked Guild. We tried a bunch of different things. I had like a hooded figure. There was like a demon face. There was a voodoo doll. Yeah, there was a lot of things.
That was adorable.
The what?
GB-Doo.
Yeah?
What?
Sorry, I thought
Really?
something.
Okay, well, I want to note something else. There are no attacks, but I understand it will still have opportunities for you to kill everyone to get more time with your favorite for a short span of time. And even though there will not be official segments, I'm pretty sure we're going to be mucking about all sorts of weird stuff for amusement purposes. So,
Yeah.
You're worried about that? Don't be.
Honestly, I'll go ahead and say this because to save some of you the trouble of watching the main video, like the announcement video on my main page, okay? One of the big reasons for the rebrand and trying all this stuff is it's my final Hail Mary. My channel has slowly died for the past 3 years. And for the first time in years, I finally got some positive subscribers. And it's because I started doing these little comedy bits, Magog Wisdom and stuff. And it's like, oh, now I get it. YouTube fucking hates political commentary. And it's like part of that. I'm done with it too. I feel like I've said enough. 5.5 years I've been doing political and social commentary. 5.5 years. And I feel like there's nothing more for me to say. I just want to be a comedian. I just want to be an entertainer. I want to be a happy murder clown and do happy murder clown things. Okay? That's what I want to do. And so if my channel's only going to get a few thousand views, if my videos are going to do poorly, if I'm going to lose subscribers, I might as well do what I love to do until it's either completely done or I go on a different route and start seeing some success. I don't know. But it's a personal decision. It does affect the fans I currently have. I get that. There's a lot of people who might not want to watch me anymore or watch Sidequest anymore because of all the changes. But change is inevitable. I'm done living in the past. We've had 5.5 years of some pretty good times. We've had good shows. We've had bad shows. But in the end, I really feel like a good hard reset is just what the doctor ordered for me to try some new things and try to salvage my career on YouTube and hopefully make this into something of what I've always wanted it to be, which in reality has always been an actual comedy show, you know.
And I would note, nothing is truly ending, it's just being condensed.
Yeah, we're consolidating to under one single brand, like an umbrella, and we're going to try new things. We're going to streamline the production process so there's less stress on the back end, so we can put our actual effort and time into our performances, develop our characters. We're going to be starting a wiki to consolidate all my lore. All the old lore videos, we're going to kind of redo the lore, so, you know, those are gone. Like, I want to reset. I want a new I want another chance to get it right this time, you know? And bring the fans on a new journey. I want to move forward, not live in the past.
Even Paul's saying I came for comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to be quite a lot of people who are like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to see what you do. But I've had some comments from that announcement I made on the main channel. I've had some comments here and there that are like, oh, well, if you're changing, I'm gone. You know, like I came to you because getting politics through you was more palatable than watching the news. Like, you at least made it fun. And I get that, you know, it's not a completely baseless argument. But I'm just done. It's all soul-sucking, you know, depression. And I just want to be funny again, and just be funny for the sake of being funny. Come up with jokes, come up with stories, come up with scenarios that we can all kind of have fun with. And another reason why we're kind of making these changes to Sidequest is I want to start working with the Sidequest characters outside of Sidequest. I want to start doing little videos with you guys. And we can't really do that if we're constantly exhausted by doing Sidequest because it's under such strict productions and rules and stuff. So we're trimming the fat. We're going to make it more streamlined. One of the things that's also going to change about Sidequest is it's not going to be a hard 2 hours. Okay? We're going to start doing this this format I like to call the 1+ hour, where it's like we got to do at least an hour. If it goes over because we're on a roll or we're having a good time or it's really funny and we're at a high note and everybody's laughing and cracking up, keep it going, man, until it feels natural to end it. But we're not going to have strict time frames anymore. We're not going to constrict ourselves to time limits and stuff. We're going to do a show, and when that show is done, we're going to go.
Because he's just trolling me. He knows I'm neurotic about times.
Yeah. One of the things I hated about Sidequest sometimes is we would end on like a high note. We'd get like an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes in and have these really great jokes and these really wonderful, like, laughing, like cracking up laughing, tears in our eyes. And then we'd hit like an hour and 20 and then I have to pad out for 40 minutes. We're done with those days, okay? We're going to go with a little bit more of a looser format. because I want it to be a good show, whether it's an hour, or it's an hour and 15, or an hour and 40 minutes. I want it to be a good show. I'm lifting the restrictions off of me and my cast so that we can concentrate more on just doing a good show and having a good time together.
There have been a couple episodes where I laughed to the point, like I laughed so hard that like by an hour and 15 minutes in, I was worn out. You know, like I know there was a couple of them I laughed so much that I basically was done. I had no energy left, and for the last like half hour of the show, I just kind of sat there like.
Oh, there's been a couple shows where I thought you were going to have a heart attack. I was genuinely concerned.
Right.
There were some times where I even muted myself a couple times because I was I couldn't stop laughing. I get
tears running down his face. He's muted, and it's just like.
Yeah, I know I had that. The one I had to I was muted and I wasn't on camera, but I took my goggles off of my glasses because I had to wipe my face. I was a mess. So, but after a laughing fit like that, I'm, it's my sides hurt, my stomach hurts, my abs hurt. I'm just like, you it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like coming down off of a high. You're just like, I'm spent. I got nothing left. That happened to me, and it that's the thing. If we're gonna do more comedy, it's gonna happen to me a lot faster. So an hour, if I'm already laughing in the first hour, by an hour and 10, 20 minutes, if we're having a good time, I'm gonna probably still be laughing. I'm probably also gonna be in immense pain because my abs are freaking out or something. But after that, I'm gonna be, once that we roll through it and I'm done, we're gonna have to just, I don't know how we'd pad it out to 2 hours because other people will have to go and I'll just have to sit there and recuperate for 25 minutes. It's just it's not good for the show if I'm just gone and no one hears from me for 20 minutes. It's weird. I mean, at that point, I might as well just get up and walk off camera or something. I'm not going to do that. That's not fair,
Right.
Yeah, it's also so the story I've come up with, and I'll probably have like a little, like the beginning of Conan. There was like just some words on the screen: in an age of steel and battle, blah 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 blah. The first few side quests are going to have this little story at the beginning. That's kind of the wait screen. And the idea is Magog has fucked around with the Grimoire of Fate and pulled on a thread and kind of reset the world. And so we're getting kind of like a hard reset. So it's like Magog still knows everybody and he knows these characters and they still know the multiverse of morons exists. But it's going to be like an alternate timeline. It's going to be the Thanos snap, right? And it's like Magog accidentally does it when he's trying to fix like Arcturus's life, and and we're gonna write it out so that the fans can have like a little giggle. All the OG fans, new fans that come in will just think we've been doing this for whatever. They won't know about the old stuff. So you OG fans will always be on the kind of inside track, But I feel like this is the right step because it's really the only thing I can do that's left. Like I'm ready to kind of make a new path to the future and try to reach my dream in a different way. I'm so ready to just kind of restructure and reevaluate my comedy and my entertainment and my craft and my art. And I want all of you all to come along with us if you want, That being said, because of the hard reset, there are going to be some changes to the characters as well. And we'll talk about that. Go ahead, Ark.
You have all been privy to the deepest lore. Commit your things to memory. I'm pretty sure you can control some of the characters with it still. But you should note that there's no guarantee the archive will remain on the channel for indefinite span of time, so secure your blackmail material now.
Yeah, as far as Sidequest, this channel, it'll become an archive channel for a while, but eventually I'm probably going to have to delete it because it's just a dead channel that's going to algorithmically be holding my account back. So I'm probably going to maybe me and Ark discuss starting an Odyssey Ark, like a second Odyssey channel, and having everything ported over to there, and just let it be like archived. But at the same time, I might just fucking delete it, because I mean it's like 300 episodes, and I'm ready to move forward. I'm not very sentimental, and I was talking about this before we started the show, and this surprised some of them, but it'll probably be surprising for you to hear. I'm not sentimental. I'll fucking delete shit. I don't care about keeping stuff for the rest of my life. Like, I'm looking towards the future. That being said, I also recognize that there are some episodes the fans really like. So we'll probably find a way to have it archived somewhere for those very few fans that really want to, like, go back and watch the old days. But I don't watch them. I don't go back. I'm trying to move forward, not back. So I hope that makes sense without sounding like mean or anything. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just personally not very sentimental. Like, I throw shit out. Like I do. Like a dead loved one could have bequeathed me something, and if I haven't used it in 5 years, it goes in the garbage. Like, I'm not... Like, I keep family photos, stuff like that, right? Like, because those are... You know, that's different. But I don't... I'm not one of these people that are like, oh no, I can't throw away that TV that belonged to Grandpa. Well, it's an old tube TV from 1986. Why are you keeping it? Like, fucking chuck it. Like, it belonged to Grandpa. I don't give a fuck. It's an old TV. You know?
But what if you need to discreetly sterilize someone? Others used to emit some serious radiation.
Radio waves. So
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All I know is the magnets fucked them up pretty bad, you know. So those are the good old days, right? I don't know. These modern TVs, a magnet would probably fuck them up too.
Probably.
You know? Yeah. I mean, there's electricity moving through it. There are sensitive parts that are probably affected by magnetic fields. So, but yeah, I know that there's, Constance, I'm not going to throw out anything that fans got me from Magog. That's all stuff for the show and future productions.
Right.
I throw out shit that I don't fucking need, like shit from my teenage years. I just found a box from the old storage unit. It had a bunch of fucking movies from when I was a teenager, and I'm like, I just gave them to my mom. I was like, go sell them at the flea market booth. I don't give a fuck. Because I have them all digital now. I don't need the fucking DVD cases anymore. I don't fucking, you know. I'm just one of those people, you know. I'm trying to clean up my life and be more dedicated to my craft. I want to do more art too and stuff. And the new content's going to be crazy. Some of it's going to be short, like the Magog Wisdoms, because I like doing those. They're actually fun. They're short, they're sweet, they're like a little stand-up bit. And I'm trying to do that because I want to practice my comedic craft, my timing, my joke telling. And that's a perfect format for those little things, because it allows me to upload to my channel a lot so I can keep growing, you know. But it's more just comedy. I love writing those. I found myself enjoying doing the little jokes more than the 7-minute long political video. Like, I found myself like looking forward to doing this like 1 minute long little joke video more than my regular content. And that's when I realized maybe I should just write jokes. But doing the short content frees me up, so I don't have to worry about uploading. It frees me up to work on longer stuff that'll come out once in a while. I can get back to doing kind of a Legend of Magog stuff. I can work with the Sidequest crew. We can do little skits together. I can create new characters. I've always wanted to bring Best Knight Ever to life, or the Fog Wraith, or the Death Knight. I've always wanted to introduce all these new characters, and I've never been able to do it because I've been stuck in this political commentary. Oh, I got to get a political video done today, or else I won't get paid. Like, I'm done with those days. I'm ready to change and better myself and better my craft.
Why is the camera on me?
I don't know.
Stop seducing the camera, rat.
I didn't say anything.
No, it's a nice change from it handing over to me for no reason. I'm just
Stop
sitting here looking
the
pretty.
camera, Weebo.
Sorry.
And I think, like, since like because you were saying some of the characters might get a rework. I might heavily rework Fiza, or maybe I don't know if she's coming back. I'm sorry. I might decide otherwise, but I don't know yet. I just learned that this was an option for me, so.
It's always been an option. To tell the truth, nobody's ever had to stay the character they created except for me. Because Magog is the draw, right? Like, hello. That, and I love being Magog, so I don't want to change him. That being said, you guys can change because you have, now that this reset's happening, you guys can rework your characters, you know?
Let me explain, because I think I might maybe upset a few people. Because I haven't been happy with her for a while. When I made her, I was deliberately trying to make her as different from everybody on the cast as possible. And in doing so, I have a character that is so far from my own personality that I'm having a really difficult time.
Well, it's not just that. You just got done telling us that the fucking teeth hurt.
Oh yeah, and the teeth hurt. And they pop out, and I can't have snacks when I have them, and I can't drink hot liquid because it makes them like flex, and then I have to drink them before every fucking show.
They melt, don't they?
They melt.
Yeah.
They're like misshapen. I actually would need to get an entirely new set at this point, and I'm just done with it.
But don't worry, Arcturus will be largely unchanged. I know some of you are really disturbed that could have been different. He's just going to go back largely the way he was at the beginning of the season. You know, Discount Da Vinci, War Machine Maker, Trap Guy, art stuff. That. And I'm keeping the fish trail though. This is a bitch to grow. I'm not shaving. So
yeah, I don't think we was changing the thief.
No, the thief will remain pretty much stagnant, except I'll flesh out the lore a little bit, and then the costumes will be fantastic. Plus, I'll have some more gimmicks when we come back.
Yeah.
And by more gimmicks, I mean just, fun things to pull out of my ass whenever I want to make people laugh their asses off.
I would recommend, even if your character doesn't change, possibly, since we're doing a reset, you guys, even Arcturus, you guys can rework your history, like your background, like where you're from, or like stuff like that. Like you have that option. You're like an alternate version of the old character. Like this is a different timeline, right? Magog's done fucked the world. He done fucked the world up. He Thanos the world a little bit, right? So I'll be
you telling me I can give myself a name now? I'm just kidding.
Yes. I actually wanted to bring that up. Like, it would be kind of...
I could help.
It would be kind of awesome to have a name. Like, because typing out the Nameless Thief...
It's a mouthful.
You have the longest goddamn name of all the characters. like, it was so hard to make your little portrait with your name under it, because I had to, like, squish all the font. Like, to fit it on the t-shirts and stuff. Like, I had to... It's like, Just give me a fucking name. Like, can you just be like Mary or something? Like, I don't know.
No, that's too basic. I have to be a special snowflake in another way then.
Yeah. So it's an option. You don't have to. I'm joking. You can remain the Nameless Thief forever if you want, but it would be cool if this is a good opportunity though to rework some things. Like
I've
maybe
invested so much time in that loser.
Yeah, maybe
I
this
can't
time.
change it now.
Maybe this time Thief has always been a pirate, not started out as like not started out as like a hooded thief with a mask, because that was your original thief, right? Mm-hmm. You evolved over time, but now you really like the pirate thing. You like being from the brine and stuff like that, and it's like, just like make that stronger. Come up with a name of your ship, and we'll get you like an animated background, so it's not always sunset behind you. Like maybe we could find a way to incorporate sound effects to where, like, every time the camera's on you, you can hear the ocean, and every time the camera's on Fiza, you can hear the desert winds blow or whatever.
That would be cool.
We're gonna start playing around with some other ways to make the show interesting. Have some animations that come up on the screen when we say funny things and sound effects and stuff, instead of having a bunch of attacks that interrupt our show and interrupt the flow of our humor and our jokes. I still want the audience to support us, but I don't want to force it on you guys. Like you have to feel like you have to buy an attack in order to get attention from us or whatever. No, we'll still be reading super chats and Streamlabs and all that stuff, but it's gonna be more natural within the natural breaks between our conversations and stuff. Okay,
right.
That's where I want to kind of go. So
Yeah.
You can make Thief an elf, just an elf
No.
pirate. You can have little pointed ears. You could be like a hidden elf, like your secret elf. Faiza, you can be a fucking elf. I don't care. You don't have to be a half orc that just happens to have no teeth. Like, you can completely do a different character. You can keep the name Faiza. You can keep the name Faiza though if you want. You could just be a completely different iteration of Faiza.
Right.
Like you can be Faiza. You can be Faiza the Keshian princess for all I fucking care. Whatever you want to do. I do believe that Spooky has been wanting to rework her character a little more and make her an actual, instead of like a doted on princess that's trying to be a bad girl. Like I'm a bad girl, but in reality she's like a daddy girl, like a rich girl, right? She wants to change that, and she's been trying to figure out a way to do it. This is probably her opportunity to do it, because I'm pretty sure she told me she wants to be a vampire, like an Elvira type character.
Yeah, she mentioned it.
That works.
Yeah, so she doesn't want to be like the rich daddy's girl anymore. She actually wants to be like like a seductress vampire countess or something, right? Still going to be from Avendoom, still going to be fairly wealthy, right? Because it's that whole bourgeois society thing,
Can only be forced to praise Poe. The character's going to enjoy that way too much.
Right.
Yeah. So now's an opportunity. I don't know about Lyra. I don't know if Michelle's going to try to make some changes to her character or try to create a completely different character. I don't know. We're going to talk to her and Spooky when I get back. I'm sure Weebo's taking notes. So
I already took notes. Yep.
Yeah. So that will, because they couldn't make it to today's little meeting. And Pentagast, I don't know, man. If there anything you want to change about Pentagast?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Well, I mean, because I can't. I used to have the blue liquid and all the different things. Those were different sodas and that. And I can't drink those sodas anymore. I cannot have them. So,
well, maybe not much.
That's kind of why the potions have gone away. I don't know. I haven't figured out a good way to make something that I can still drink on camera that looks good. So, yeah.
Why don't you instead of an apothecary, you're not a potion maker anymore. You're like a junk trader.
Yeah.
You have all kinds of things. You sell potions, sure, but you also sell.
Yeah.
This candle only burns when it's inserted in your anus.
Ooh, so like that peddler.
What's the point of that?
In the beginning.
The fuck kind of
like
fucking candle?
I like this.
Oh my god, he's literally dumpster diving into other shops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how Magog met him is he came into the Witchmoor and stole some shit that Magog threw away.
He got a
could
broken
be.
crystal from the trash.
Found Pentagast in the trash.
I
Yeah.
like this. Pentagast the trash gremlin.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
It's your call. We're throwing ideas here.
That makes me think I'm like Oscar the Grouch. I'm not really grouchy though.
So Oscar the happy.
I don't want to be Oscar. I don't. No.
Pentagast the Pleasant.
Stop with the Oscar thing. No, the whole candle in the ass thing. It'll only burn when that would be useful. Like if you're trying to find your way to the privy in the dark, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah,
Top
this
of your
wonderful
dude's ass, I
potion.
suppose.
You need to make sure you're sitting in the right place before you plop a squat.
Right.
I have this wonderful potion. On one hand, it heals you of all ailments. On the other hand, it attracts dragons.
Not a good. Probably not the best thing, but you're healed. You're a full meal for the dragon when it comes to eat you. That's yeah, okay. No, potions is still a thing. I thought I was looking around and I actually have some old pheasant feathers. I thought about maybe trying to make like a quill out of one or something, so that maybe I'm a bit of a scribe, or I'm like constantly writing in a notebook about the things that I've sold, or that, I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out.
You could do a mini skit like Pentagast's trinkets, and just try and sell the audience on the thing of the week.
Yeah, something, maybe. I don't know. It's an idea. So
yeah, this is also an opportunity for me personally to kind of rework the maps. Like the MagogandMorseguard.com thing didn't really work out. Like I don't update it because there's nothing to update. I like the idea of there being like a wiki instead of like because I'm not a professional website builder, so using the little website builder tools that came with Namecheap was really difficult. And now, and it took me hours to get the website looking the way it is, and now I don't want to fucking touch it because it'll fuck everything up. I know it. Like, you move one little button, and it's like, it fucks the whole page up. And it's like, I don't fucking deal with it anymore! like, I just want to do art, So yeah, we're going to be using something like World Anvil or Campfire to build the lore and build a wiki page to share with the fans. And instead of having a website. So the website's coming down, and I'm going to rework the maps too. I kind of want to change some stuff, some of the designs of the land and the different borders. Like some of the kingdoms are staying the same, but that whole like eastern side of the continent needs to be reworked a little bit. I kind of made Kesh a little too big. Like the Empire of Kesh is huge. Yeah, I made the Empire of Kesh big because
you
it's
asked me like where do you want Pfizer to be? Fuck if I know.
Yeah, it's like there's Akakesh, Nisakesh,
Westakesh, and
there's like 5 different giant kingdoms inside the Empire of Kesh. I kind of want this to be different. I want it to be different. I want there to actually be more smaller kingdoms. Because in Magog's era, when I wrote the original lore, when Magog is alive, it's supposed to be the time of many kingdoms after the fall of the Elven Empire, which was in control of the whole goddamn continent. And it's like, now that the Elven Empire has fallen, all these other people tried to become kings of their own lands and stuff. And I really don't like the idea of there only being like 5 different kingdoms or 6. Like I kind of want to rework the maps now. And so I'm going to be doing that, okay, guys? And I'm also going to kind of rework some of the lore of the races and stuff, which is why I'm kind of glad I didn't share too much of the lore yet, because I feel like I'm on a better road to making it far more interesting and more like organic, like it's not forced. It's like I said, I made the fucking Kesh Empire huge, and it's like, geez, it's bigger than Volgoth, and Volgoth is supposed to be the entirety of the High North, So,
they're running the banking system.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna rework some stuff, which means there can be some lore changes later. Like if Thorn's new character is from another kingdom, but then later on when she sees the new maps and sees all these new kingdoms, she goes, "Oh, I want to change. I love that kingdom there. I want to be from there." Well, then that's fine. You can change. You can move. If
I do for now, I'll just be like, when they ask where she's from, none of your fucking business. I'm from Nunya. None of your fucking business.
So yeah, it's to me right now, it's more about being creative and world building and sharing my lore, actually writing it down, creating a wiki, and bringing my comedy and my craft and working with all of you and having fun instead of being so worried about, I need 40 images for picture this today, and we need to find 6 articles of Florida Man for the pillory or whatever. Like, we're done with all that, okay? I know those were cool gimmicky segments that people enjoyed, but I'm running out of shit to do on picture this. I'm running out of, like, the internet's filled with pictures, but half the shit I can't show because it's pornographic. It's like I'm running out of like weird shit that people found at flea markets. I'm running out of knockoff toys. Like I'm running out of shit, right? And it's like, well, why do we have all these gimmicks? Well, in the first place, it was kind of fun because they're looking into the Earth realm, right? And they're like, look at what the Earth realm has, these weird interior designs, you know? And everybody looks at it and goes, oh my God. But in the end, it kind of became more work and less quality of actual entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to rebalance that. The whole reason we're trimming the fat and doing a more streamlined show is because I want to concentrate. I want everybody to spend their energy on their performances. I think Korg said it in the chat a while ago. Korg the Brutal said, quality, not quantity. That sums it up.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to sum it up. Yeah.
I forgot to ask, did anybody open up Streamlabs? I forgot to open Streamlabs.
I got you.
Oops.
I did think of something. I saw a comment there when we were talking about, I'm a junk seller and I have like a store that I sell junk out of. And somebody, I think it was Lord Geck, said a Cigna store, and my brain immediately thought of it because I started thinking of like big chain stores. And I thought of Home Depot, and then I changed it to Gnome Depot. That's a bad idea. But it made me laugh.
Dale's gonna take that one.
Yeah.
Real quick before I lose it, because YouTube did a reset bullshit again. Garrick gave $10. Says, "Here's some cash. Love the show." Thank you, Garrick. Appreciate it. I wanted to get that one. Yeah, the chat's moving, and I was going to lose it. So, and I saw some alerts pop up. Yeah, so please let me go ahead and read them for me.
Brian donated 25 Cygnus to say Cygnus dollars, whatever. Non-obligatory donation idea. Donations cause extra damage for a duration. When I point out that Magog is looking hotter than the Thief's Knife, anyone who lasts for the next minute takes 2 health instead of 1. It's an idea. And then JTRW donated $2 to say, sometimes I dream about cheese.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Fuck yeah. Fucking cheese.
We gotta get those most delectable things.
We gotta get a character that's obsessed with cheese on the show.
Yeah.
Like, what if Pentagast is like we're all like cracking jokes about getting into a fight. There's an adventure. We were on a quest. We had to fight goblins and the undead, and then it gets to Pentagast right at the end, and he goes, "You know what else is great? We found a fuck ton of cheese in that cave."
I'm gonna add that to my charcuterie board.
My wheel of cheese. It's mine. You can't have it.
Can't have it. Pleasant peddler of cheese and other things.
I'm also gonna.
Best part of dungeoning with Pentagast is that he takes the cheese and lets me keep everything else.
Right?
It's a leaning tower of cheese.
No.
Fucking Goofy movie. Remember Pauly Shore's character in the Goofy movie? He loved fucking squeeze cheese. He was like squeezing it into his mouth and shit. Yep. Anyway, I also want to do some pre-recorded like funny things that I can load into the Stream Deck and just randomly hit from time to time and play them during the show. So it's like when I'm going to build a little wooden barrel for my gremlin to pop out of and just go, and I'm going to record it separate. And every now and again, I'm just going to hit that fucking button. I'm just going to hit that button.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It's like that little fucking monster that Jabba the Hutt has like next to him.
The little rat thingy?
Yeah, I can never remember his name.
I recall.
I liked that little thing. It had a really like impish, wicked laugh. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I loved it. I can't remember who it was, but there was a stand-up comedian was like the only fucking Jew in all of Star Wars was that little rat. And he's like, there's no representation for my people, because he was a Jewish comedian. And he was like, the only fucking Jew in all of Star Wars was that little rat next to Jabba the Hutt. I laugh every fucking time. I can't fucking think of that joke, but I can't think of the guy who did it,
Yeah.
I can't remember who did that joke, but I thought it was hilarious.
Chat will know. You gotta ask chat.
Yeah, but I'm hoping to work with other voice actors and other YouTubers that just want to like get a simple costume and make like a guest cameo appearance on the regular content as well, like little short skits. Like I'd love to work with Denkula and have him voice like a gargoyle, and just have like a stone gargoyle statue that talks to Magog, and it's just Denk. It's just Denk's voice, something like that. I want to do shit like that. Yeah. I want to bring Penny of the Dread to life. Penny of the Dread is the female Poe, and Janie, aka Rumi, what's her channel name? Mark, do you remember? She's the one who, yeah,
Janie the Rumi.
Yeah, Janie the she's on Twitter. Yeah, she's the one who built the female Poe for me, and it turned out great. I love her, but she was supposed to voice Penny too, but that project got sidelined because of her situation. She couldn't record. She has like really loud neighbors and really thin walls, and was finding it ever more difficult. And to this day, she's still in that situation. Like I talked to her the other day. I was like, "Hey, you still want to voice Penny?" And she's like, "I fucking can't record anything right now with my life the way it is." So it's like now I'm going to try to find like another female who's willing to work. There's no money right now, but it's a good way to do a collab with me on my main channel and voice Penny of the Dread, to kind of be Poe's opposite. I think she's still around here. If you guys want to see her, do you guys want to see Penny?
Yeah, we see Penny.
Hold on, let me find her. You guys entertain them.
Sure.
While you're doing that, I will read off the next couple of Streamlabs that we got. One from Gan, who donated 10 signals to say nothing of any relevance. That was actually what he donated to say. And a follow-up from True Horror Stories, who donated 50 signals to say, take my monies. I said it in the original stream, and I'll say it again. I want to see you all happy. That is what brings me joy more than anything. Love you all, and I'll be here no matter where the winds take you all. That is so sweet.
That's so
Yeah,
cute.
thank you.
Oh, that is nice. Very nice.
Also,
Thank you
they
so
say
much.
they'll do it. So if you still, they might very well be there. Voice looking for them.
So this is Penny.
We got the best
Hold on.
fans.
This is Penny.
Absolutely.
Hi, Penny.
Isn't she cute? She's pink. And she has a little goth. She has like a dirty little goth Victorian bow on her head.
We love to see it.
What do you supposed to sound like again?
I don't know. I haven't found a voice actor for her yet. So we'll see. I might take some open try
volunteering. And 2 hours are technically volunteering, so just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I'll probably make an announcement to send like what are they called? Auditions. I'll probably take like voice auditions from, I'll put it out there because I don't want to just promise one person. Like,
oh my gosh, you're right. Kefki, Race. Kefki would be great.
Yes.
Who?
Yes.
Who's
Kefki?
Kefki. She's
Adorable.
adorable. Yeah, is the word. That is the word.
She's got a voice that's real soft and like this, and
That's actually remarkably good. Like this.
tiny and small.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's a
sound
nice
like
voice.
what's
Bloody
her
hell.
name? There was a fan of ours for a while there that sounded like
Opal?
that. Opal, yeah. Sounded like Opal. Opalescence, yeah.
She looks
wonder if
around
she
still.
Mhm.
Somebody said she looks like she glows. The pink paint might, look, she kind of glows in a black light. I have a black light right here.
Oh boy.
This is for, the black light's for when Magog's like casting a spell and I kind of want my hands to glow. Like, but that fucker gets hot, so I can't have it on all the time. But wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool to have Penny finally? Penny of the Dread? Get it? Penny Dreadfuls? Penny of the Dread?
Yep.
HRW says that was good. Did you like my tiny voice? Your big voice.
I kind of always imagined her as being a little bit more. She's actually kind of like she's actually very assertive because she actually puts Poe in his place. Like I have a I'm going to talk to one of the female followers that I have on Twitter. It's got like a thick, kind of sultry Scottish accent because she's from Scotland, and I'm like, will you play Penny? Because she doesn't want to show her face. She's very shy. Because I asked her, I was like, you want to be a character? Like, that'd be cool. But she's all like, no. like she's very shy. Even though I've seen pictures of her and she's a knockout, she's very shy. So I was like, well, it's only voice work. And so she might be okay with that. You know, I don't know. I'm going to talk to her. I'll see what she has to say. I don't know. But I don't want to give it to anybody in particular. I probably want to try to do auditions.
Right.
Makes sense.
And try to find the right voice for Penny. But once again, I also have to find the right person to work with because I can't pay anybody right now for that kind of work. Like, it'll only be once in a while. Like, she'll pop up in a video here or there. But it's not going to be steady until I can get back on track with my YouTube channel. If this rebrand and the new content and the new Sidequest actually works and we start seeing some success instead of constant, like, negative numbers and a drop in views and revenue, if we actually start to succeed and I can finally get out of this rut I've been in for like since COVID began, then yeah, I would love to do like some sort of profit sharing with my voice actors like I do with the Sidequest crew. We split everything, right? After taxes, we split everything. Yep. And it's like, I'll do that with whoever voices Penny, but as of right now, I can't guarantee any kind of pay right now. It's like, it's more, do you want to help a brother out kind of situation. If you have a channel, I'll totally promote it, you know? Right. But yeah, it's, do you want to help a wizard out kind of situation. I would have asked one of you, but everybody knows y'all's voices all so well. I mean, Thorn does a really good, like, changes her voice really well. Like that little anime, that little anime girl voice you just did kind of freaked me out.
That was a little freaky, not gonna lie.
It was something I originally wanted to do, and I just never could get it off the ground. So.
Anyway, so Sidequest the musical. Let's talk about that next.
Go.
Well, we're coming up on the end of an hour, and I did not want this to be very long because I want people to watch it. It's important announcements, so we need to probably bring it to an end. So if there's any more Streamlabs, anything like that?
One from JTRW for 5 that says, "Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he put on a dress and played a girl bunny?"
No.
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 Did you?
I like how that was in unison, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For two reasons.
For
two reasons, he's a cartoon rabbit, so even in a dress, he doesn't really look like... He's not like the crushes I had when I was a little kid and saw, like, Ariel for the first time and Little Mermaid or something, you know, like, she was hot, especially when she got legs and a vagina.
See, now, Lola Bunny, I'm not a furry butt.
But yeah, Lola was sexier in Space Jam. But second reason is even in the dress, Bugs was still voiced by Mel Blanc.
Yeah, but he's a really decent girl voice.
Well, it's Mel Blanc, the man of 1,000 voices. He can do all kinds of shit. But it's still Mel Blanc.
Right.
Oddly enough, little piece of trivia, Mel Blanc, who voiced the most famous rabbit in history, was allergic to carrots.
What?
Know that.
Yeah. Mel Blanc, when he had to record the "what's up, Doc?" and chew, he had to have celery instead of a carrot.
Oh, you don't get the same sound as celery. What?
Nope, but well, they obviously replaced the sound anyway, but in order to do the voice right, he had to chew on something.
Right.
You know, so he could you know, voice actors have to. I even do it with Poe. Like when I'm recording Poe, I'm like moving my arms and shit. Nobody just sits there and does voices like When I'm doing Poe, I'm like fucking going nuts. I'm like, "Will you fucking stop it already? I hate you so much. Oh my god. I hope you all die in a fire." You know, I have to do it that way. Yeah, so anyway, we should bring this to an end. Thank you everybody for coming by and listening to the announcements.
Did you get all the super chats? Because I think I saw one go by there for a sec. Just double check.
Oh yeah, there was. Constance gave 5 to say, you should make the little puppet steal and hide Magog and the others' things. He would be such an annoying little shit. Just an idea. Yeah, he is like a little gremlin, isn't he? It's like a little gremlin. But thank you for reminding me. Thank you for catching that. I totally skipped my brain. But anyway, thank you all for coming by. Thank you for watching this important announcement. Don't forget, cancel your memberships over here. If you want to continue to support Sidequest, the memberships are available on the main channel, Wicked Guild. You can't miss it because it's the old Magog channel. So, thank you all for understanding that we want to kind of go in a different direction, and we want to try new things. We're kind of reinventing ourselves. This is Sidequest 2.0. It's Magog 2.0. We're going to go in a different direction. We're going to go on a different journey. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's see where it goes. So, do you guys have anything to say before we leave?
No, extreme gratitude for the, well, let's see, the support in general, and the general tolerance for my incredible neurotic weirdness besides.
Yeah, all I have is more questions, but they're not important, so I don't really have anything else.
Not anyone can see that because we have these camera seducers here making everything so difficult. Why do the cameras love you so much? Why do they love me?
I'm personally very optimistic, though I am nervous. Rebranding is hard to do on YouTube. It's not always the best idea. I'm excited and nervous because it might not work. I hope it does, and I hope that we are actually funny without all the gimmicks and the tax and the picture this is and the segments and stuff, because I feel like I'm working with some really talented people. I love working with you guys, and I want to continue to do so. I just want to do it in a way that can grow instead of constrict us. And I'm very hopeful. Except for Ark, he sucks.
Yeah, we need to work on that, kid.